So hey guys, how's it going?
Good.
It's been a while since we've got to get. Well, we tried to do a podcast.
It failed miserably.
Well, we tried to do one via the internet.
Work out.
Yeah.
But we're here tonight.
We might
Live in person.
Yeah.
We're in the studio.
Yeah.
The studio we spared no expense here in the studio. We have amazing wood paneling walls. We have a heater.
Big heater that might go off at some point during the podcast and ruin all of it.
No.
But
It's atmosphere. Okay.
True. So
when
if
you start hearing
something that sounds
it's very homely.
Hit it.
Are we gonna hit it?
Just smack it real fast. If you hear that, don't worry. It's not a rapist coming for us.
Perfectly natural.
It's very homely.
Homey?
Homely. Right?
Doesn't homely mean like someone's kind of like ugly? In like a...
I don't know. I thought it was like, it makes it very warm.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know.
Homely means adjective of a person. Unattractive in appearance. That is North American. And British, it is of a place or surroundings. Simple, but cozy and comfortable.
There you go.
Boom.
As so you're more one's own home.
Okay.
So there you go. In North America,
brilliant. Okay.
There you are, unattractive.
So if you go to Britain and you walk into someone's living room and you say, "Oh, it's very homely in here,"
then
they'll take
you're
it
fine.
as
but
they'll be like, "Oh, thank you."
But if you walk up to someone in North America, like a person,
and you talk about their mom,
and say,
"Your mom's very homely,"
then probably gonna get smacked.
Right.
Yeah. So don't be alarmed.
Well, I've only ever known it as like, cozy and
shit.
Yeah,
I thought that was homey or something. No, homey is what you'd be like,
homie,
homie, what's up, homie? Yeah, okay, so we've got that sorted now. Yeah. That's going to be a new fixture in the Vortex Podcast. It'll be the word of the every 5 months or whatever we do the podcast at.
Whenever we actually record.
It'll be, because I think it'd be cool if the show had regular, what do you call them? Shows? Not shows.
Segments.
Segments, because we don't...
Segments of the show.
We don't have any segments,
right.
So...
No.
I think we need one segment. What would your idea for a segment be? Each one of you.
Well, how about the
weather?
Vortex. Trying to think of things to start with the
vagina monologue.
The Vortex vagina.
No.
Valley.
The vaginal. Please, let's move.
Okay, how about...
We don't have
Okay,
vaginas.
well, we've already got one. We'll go with the... fiend. No. I was saying you had a vagina.
Oh, I do.
It just was like...
But
he doesn't give a shit.
I think that the word of the month or every 2 months or whatever, not a bad little segment.
We just look up the coolest word we can find.
Or just a word that gets brought up.
That reminds me, I really like this word, tempestuous.
Well, I'm the one with the laptop, so I'm going to look it up now. Actually, before I look it up, what do you think it means, Fiend? I don't know what it means, but what's your guess? I'll give my guess after you. I'm not going to look it up yet.
I have an idea.
I think it's the
root is
aquatic animal.
Yeah.
A tempestuous animal?
No, that's the name of an animal. Kind of like a crab or a oyster. Squid.
I feel like it's
clam.
I think it's not that, but...
I was going to say maybe something to do with temptation.
It's possible. It's from the same tempt.
Yeah.
But
I could be.
Well, tempest.
Or
you know what a tempest is?
Yeah.
It's like a storm or something. So I think it means stormy or something.
Okay.
Tempestuous.
Is it tempestuous?
Yes.
Yes.
It's an adjective.
Oh.
Characterized by strong and turbulent or conflicting emotion.
There you go.
Ooh,
or
emotion.
2, very stormy.
Yeah. Because tempest, but I just thought it was a cool word.
That was pretty close.
Yeah, crab.
Nobody ever uses those
cool words.
Yeah.
I like them. Because when you read books, they use those words. Yeah. So it's I feel like if people read more books instead of watching TV shows where the vocabulary is limited, to say the least, then maybe we would have really cool conversations. Not pretentious conversations where you throw those words in for no reason. But Like, because let's try and do the podcast like that. We're just going to be as pretentious as possible.
Partiable.
I turned into Sean Connery. I turned into Sean Connery the second I started to...
Speaking of books and stuff, I did start reading... The Name of the Wind. It's the King Killer Chronicles series. I guess there's 2 books. It seems interesting so far. Like a couple chapters, like 4 chapters so far.
So like, how would you rate it just by the first? Wait, what's the name of it? One more time.
The Name of the Wind.
The Name of the Wind by. J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, no.
No, is it fantasy? It just sounds
it's a fantasy book. Okay. I fucking wish I had the name.
Right. People can Google it if they want to see. So you'd give it a rating.
Hit me up with it.
Name of the Wind.
Yeah.
Click, clack, click.
click, clack.
It appears that the author is Patrick Rothfuss.
Rothfuss. Nice.
Rothfuss.
Oh, okay. I've heard
Rothfuss.
that his writing though is very similar to Tolkien and stuff as far as, and like maybe so it's very, George R.R. Martin, but it's very puts you in the setting. It doesn't just
George R.R. Martin is a lot more descriptive about Tolkien is weird because sometimes he gets really into the describing of things.
Right.
I remember in the first book of Lord of the Rings, he describes Legolas's clothes for 5
paragraphs. The first 2 chapters that I've read have one was they were in the inn and you basically told you what the inn looked like and what he looked like and down to what his clothes he was wearing. I was like, that's cool.
But then I almost want to imagine myself in a way. So too much is there's got to be a fine balance. Mm-hmm. And then Tolkien on the other hand, he'll explain all that shit that's nitty gritty about something like that. But then a battle in the book is
I haven't gotten to any.
They don't even discuss the action. It's just the battle raged on.
It did talk about there's some creature that has looks like a giant spider but doesn't have any eyes and its legs are blades basically.
Jesus Christ!
It's
sounds amazing.
I don't know if it's a demon type creature.
It's a mythological beast.
I haven't figured it out what it is out of the story yet.
Man, that's a way to make a spider way scarier. Give it switchblades and everything.
Or exactly where it came from, I should say.
Yeah.
And
in the context of the story.
But yeah, it's pretty cool.
It sounds pretty badass. I mean.
But yeah, with that, it was just it attacked a horse and the dude got away type of thing. And that's literally all it talked about. It was it jumped on me and it stabbed my horse with the legs and it ran away. And then I ran away, basically.
Fuck!
He fought it for a little bit and then he I think he said he killed it, actually.
He got overwhelmed by...
But he, ran for a little bit, Well,
I don't fucking blame him.
Yeah.
Okay, if you had to... Would you fight this spider creature if you got attacked by it?
Yeah, I would. I mean, I'd be scared shitless. I'd be like, oh my god.
So you'd run?
I'd try to fight it, but I'd be like, what the fuck? What would you fight it with? Shitless. I don't know. Anything.
Okay. What would you be outfitted in this fantasy universe? Let's just say you're in a, generic, just whatever universe. What would your
at that moment in time as that guy?
What would your what would you be equipped with? Basically, how would you roll in this world? What kind of gear would you have? Would you be I don't imagine you as a knight in shining armor with a massive sword.
No, you just be probably a normal
normal
settler type
peasant.
Yeah, peasant.
You'd have a scythe maybe. A sickle?
Yeah, you might have a sword. I mean, you're not in armor and shit, but I mean, times are kind of crazy from what I'm getting at right now.
Yeah.
Guards are walking all around all the time and stuff, and going from place to place. And so I don't think they'll care too much. Apparently, the guards rob people.
So Game of Thrones.
Yeah, because this one guy got robbed. Oh, the innkeeper got robbed on his way back to the inn, and then
it's lovely.
They rob him and then
fuck the police.
But they leave his ink and quill and stuff, and it was pretty cool. And but then afterwards he just pulls out all these coins out of these hidden spots, and he's like,
they ain't got shit.
Yep.
Fuck you didn't check my.
They only took this much, but I got more.
And then they're like, what'd you say? And they're like, shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Listen to the Vortex. Snap into a Slim Jim.
Even though we have the heater, which is not functioning right now.
Because we turn it off to record.
Fiend is wearing, or not wearing, you're sort of blanketed
over my feet and legs.
You look kind of like a comfy
old granny
almost.
It's very warm. My feet are warm. My feet were cold, but now they're warm right now.
Good, that's amazing.
Sonny, would you like some cookies?
Yes, please.
Did you bring cookies?
That's you saying that.
Oh, that's me saying that.
I love. It's like
yes,
who brings cookies to their grandma? Like,
yeah, the grandma says.
Into the Woods. That girl ate all the cookies, so she's just a little bitch.
Yeah,
that was a good movie though. I like Into the Woods. It's pretty good.
Was.
I never saw that movie. How was it?
Good.
It's a good adaptation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
I was just the baker in Into the Woods.
Yeah, you were.
You played the baker
in the movie. I was
not in the movie. That guy's cool though.
No,
He's
he
cool,
was he a
cool
good
actor.
part in the movie?
Everyone was good.
What's that guy's name? What's that actor's name?
Don't know, but I could look it up.
Okay.
I don't really know.
He's like hosting Craig Ferguson's show now. Well, not now. I think when he is it now? Is he already taken over? Yeah, he's a nice man. It's like I don't know him. He's a nice man.
He's a nice guy.
I've never met him, but yeah, I think the thing about your blanket is just the color.
James
It is. It's like a bright peach.
It's peach, yeah. It's like skin colored.
Yeah,
almost.
it's like skin color peach.
A flesh blanket.
I wish.
James Corden, by the way.
That might be pretty warm.
Thank you for that.
Do you think a flesh blanket would be warm?
It depends on how
flesh.
Like human skin.
I mean, think about it. Yeah. No, maybe not human skin, but like.
Well, oh yeah.
I mean, there's like
an animal skin would be very warm. I think.
Yeah.
Like especially if it's like furry. Like
if it's got fur.
If you fucking killed the last tiger on the planet,
then you're a dick, for one.
Yeah, tigers.
I wouldn't.
And become my awesome whoever did it would be
friend.
Yeah,
hang out with me. And
I think those would be
more shit. Yeah.
Comics. My bad.
Would walk by my side and we'll strut down the street and be like, "What up?" In my butt.
You would get fucking killed for killing the last tiger.
I wouldn't kill it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I wouldn't kill it.
Right, but would human skin be warm? Are you?
I don't know.
An extra layer. Like imagine you have your own skin. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you're getting like all the layer of skin, like
you're getting down to where the muscle, the connective tissue between.
I don't imagine it would be that warm, honestly.
You don't think
it'd be like this jacket I'm wearing, like a windbreaker?
Human skin, I don't think it would be that warm. I think it'd just kind of be like you got something else on.
I think it'd be sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because humans don't have much.
What if it feel good?
What if it's like a really hairy? What if it's like a really hairy man's skin?
Well, that might be a little warmer.
It's like furry.
Would you turn it inside out when you put it on?
Oh God! I just imagined like his pubic hair, like and like armpit hair, like oh God, that is just wrong.
I'm sorry for bringing that up.
That's all right.
It's gross though.
Let's step it back a notch. Yeah. We need a pleasant tale here. Pleasant story. Do you have a story?
Pleasant story, yes. So, have any of you guys been to Cold Stone Creamery?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool place, isn't it?
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
it's pretty cold. I really hate when they sing though. Or what? Don't they sing?
Just sometimes. I heard
you, if you tell them,
yes, if you tip or like if you ask them to, I'm sure they will.
They gotta be
because like, I mean that's the thing. That's what made it cool, you know.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Why not? They just the fucking ice cream.
You're
probably right though. That's the sad thing.
Yeah, but Cold Stone is good.
It's all right. It's pretty good.
It is cool as cool can be.
I tried this new place out. It was very similar to it. It was called like the Marble Table. You know, it uses the marble table. It was really cold.
Yeah, it's like a cold ass marble.
It was really good ice cream. Very pleased with that trip.
But what I want to know is,
yeah, what did you get?
Well, hold on.
Birthday cake.
Birthday
cake.
Hold on. Quit. Shut up.
Oh, he just totally.
We are going to do this as a formal interview now.
Okay.
So
of this place.
So your name is Fiend. And
first name.
Today
middle name is Fiend.
Today you ate some ice cream. Is that correct?
Yes.
I understand that you.
Your name is Fiend.
I understand that you.
Weird formal thing.
You went to eat some ice cream today.
Yeah.
Now I have a few questions.
Sure.
First of all, what was the name of the ice cream shop? Did you say?
The Marble Table.
The Marble Table.
I believe it was called that. Something like that.
The Marble Table.
What kind of ice cream?
Sounds kind of creepy.
Did you enjoy?
No, what's the?
Got some birthday cake, ice cream.
So you got birthday cake ice cream. Now, what I want to...
Do they bake it?
You always got to get cookie dough, I feel like.
Okay. That's my favorite.
It's like a must-have.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And I put... Gotta be honest.
Yeah,
I put some extra chocolate chip because I am awesome like that. stepped up the notch
because I'm a badass.
Put on those chocolate chips for that extra.
Now, do you actually get to scoop the amount you want?
No, they do, but I mean,
so it's like
Subway. It's the mini chocolate chips. So I mean, you get
sure.
Tons.
So hold on, I want to know the exact process. I want to know, like, I want to be in your skin, so to speak. Like, not to be morbid, as we just talked
about earlier. Yeah.
I want to know exactly what happens. You walk in the door. Okay, now what happens? Explain.
We walked. Well, I got served.
You got served.
So some guy just came up and was like, check, and he starts doing breakdance and shit.
Yeah, I mean, I just told you what I got.
How many people working behind the counter? Any cute girls?
No.
Any
dudes?
Just
I mean, it was a pretty crowded place. It was.
Any homely girls?
No, there was like teen girls there. I mean, if you're
so
into
you
that.
Really talk.
Are you into that, Corey?
Not anymore.
Oh, God. Not anymore.
When I was a teen, maybe I was in the teen girls.
You're sick.
That's true.
You didn't like teen girls when you were a teen? You liked cougars?
I liked old women. Grannies. Oh, shit. Okay, anyway. What I meant was, I wanted to know what you told them to get the final product. You literally just said birthday cake, cookie dough, chocolate chips, because I'm awesome like that. That's literally exactly what you said.
And then I told them to squeeze that chocolate syrup on it. And then
slowly.
And then I was like, do you have some caramel syrup? And he was like, yeah, we do. And I was like,
is this a true?
Does it cost
more?
You should
put that on it too because I want it.
Did that part actually happen?
Yeah, it really did.
I thought you were just...
I mean, that is what I got.
But is it like pizza where each topping adds a little bit extra cost?
I don't know. It was about $6.
You just didn't give a fuck because
it was it was good. It was
ice cream.
It was like five something. It was like $6 after tax. So
well, here's what I want to know also is at Cold Stone, if I recall, when you order,
it didn't say.
The worst part about Cold Stone is it tastes great, but when you order, you have to say this gay shit like,
hey. Oh, see, they don't have... You have
to say...
At least I didn't see any names like that.
You have to say, could I get...
heteronormative.
Could I get...
I think it's very straight.
Okay, anyways, you have to say this gay shit. You have to say...
Oh, my God.
Could I get a cookie dough, gotta have it, love... You have to say that. You know what I mean?
The names are like... As like your size.
You have to say, like, I love it.
I think they're less gay.
Gotta have it.
I like it. I love it. Gotta have it.
So you don't have to say that here. There's just actual sizes.
There's a large cup. There's a regular cup, and there's a small cup.
It's more like.
And then you get there's a waffle bowl, a waffle cone.
That's because
I don't think there was. They might have had a few names of like some of their
stuff
things,
like
right.
Love it, like it, gotta have it.
Right.
Because you have to say that, or they won't serve you. That's actually on their thing. You can't just say, "Can I get the medium?" You have to say,
"Well, that's your fault for thinking when you're ordering like, oh, it sounds like I'm talking about dick." Gotta have that dick. Gotta have that dick.
I
like it.
Love it, dick.
I love it.
But because I just that.
Well, yeah, it's awkward.
I just think
right. I understand.
Yeah, sometimes ordering.
Like, I want to vent.
When you order stuff at places and the names are just ridiculous, like
it's branding.
Like, could I get the Papa's Special? I don't know. That one is always one that is kind of like.
Where's that at again?
Any place that has a bacon, eggs, and pancakes.
I thought it was like.
It seems like they're always called
a Grand Slam, though.
Okay, it depends on. But Papa's Special, they have it here in town at Jackson. Like.
So if you had to order like so and so special sauce, it would be kind of weird.
Yeah, I just think it's kind of.
Could I get Jimmy's special sauce on my burger? Make sure he squeezes it on there.
And it's some like
Jimmy
really
comes out,
awesome.
He's like, "Oh, I'll give it to you. I'll give you my special sauce."
Really awesome barbecue sauce.
Yeah,
it's
like
slabs on there.
Yeah, he like comes out and he's just he holds it right there at waist high and it's like,
oh! But it takes him. He's like, "Why don't you squeeze it for me?" And he makes you squeeze it.
Oh!
And you have like tears rolling down your face. It's like, I don't wanna. And he's like,
I would probably eat at a restaurant if somebody.
He comes down, he unzips his pants, but nothing. He just puts the bottle in there. He's like. Squeeze
okay,
it out.
Maybe not that far. But if they handed it to you, and we're like, "Why don't you squeeze it for me?"
What's the name? What if it's the best sauce in the world, but you have to squeeze it yourself from his crotch? The best sauce.
What even is the best sauce? Bacon, really bacon mayonnaise.
It's not like
with cheese.
Okay, it's
Would
just
you?
Depends on how good the
What's
sauce
the name of this?
It's the best though.
What's the name of this restaurant?
I probably the best restaurant.
Jimmy's Rape Ranch. Because his name's Jimmy. Jimmy's Rape Ranch. Come around for my special sauce. I don't think this is...
Squeeze it yourself.
Yeah. It's like that restaurant where they throw rolls at you. You know what I'm talking about? Have you ever been...
Oh, yeah.
Who the fuck came up with this shit? And I'm not very athletic, and when I was a kid, I couldn't, catch things. So they're, throwing rolls, and I catch it, but I freak the fuck out when I do it.
Ed DeBevick's? No, they did it at Ed DeBevick's, and then there was...
Ed DeBevick's, they also insult you.
Yeah,
so if you dropped it, they'd be like, you little fucker.
It was called... It's in Missouri, I know.
It is Missouri, yeah. I was like, it's like gym class all over again. Like, no, I'm just a little.
They look at you. You make eye contact with him, and they're like,
and he's like, and I'm like, no. Throw it to this guy. He'll hand it to me, so I don't drop it.
He gets winds up, and it's like slow motion, you know. It's like flying through the sky. It's like,
and it's playing that music, the
Chariots of Fire.
Yeah. And it's like slow motion,
the most epic,
and everyone's looking at you in the entire restaurant.
And they just see the roll. And it's like,
and then I get my hands out, and then the roll it hits my fingers. It breaks all my fingers. I actually fall out of my chair. There's blood everywhere, and the roll lands on the ground.
Well, that's why usually if I'm in a situation like that where someone throws something at me, and a roll, for example.
You say, slow your roll.
No, and I'm not going to be able to catch it. I just don't even try. No, that's most of my time.
You just sit there and you're just
let's say someone's going to toss, I don't know, anything. I'm sitting here.
Let's just say a football.
Okay, a football. That's a good example.
That just gives me
anxiety.
And they're
just like, hey, we're going to throw it, and I'm like, I'm not going to fucking try and catch that, because then when I fail, I look like a dumbass.
Just like, fuck you.
So if I just stand there and I'm like, let it go by, I'm like, oops, there you go. So that's what I typically do.
So you're like that dog in that gif of the owner. It's like a gif of 10 different scenarios where the owner throws a frisbee at the dog, and the dog, it just bounces off the dog's head.
Yeah. He'll be like, I try to make it not.
He bites and it just goes right over his head.
Makes me think of dodgeball and PE class, though.
God, I don't want to get on the topic of gym class. It's the worst thing. Actually, okay, we can, because you guys play this game. This is so fucked up.
I'm sure.
Okay, in our high school,
go running and go chill at the house.
Yeah, well, no, that was awesome too. But in the middle of winter. But anyway, no, there was a game when I was in junior high. So I don't know if you did this, but one of our gym teachers thought it was the best game ever. It's basically dodgeball. But I hope we haven't talked about this before. No. If we have, okay, so there's dodgeball, but instead of playing regular dodgeball where it's two teams throwing at each other, one team doesn't get shit. They're up against a wall. Yeah. I swear to God, it should be called firing squad, because holy shit, I felt like a fucking Holocaust victim. Okay, you literally line up against a legit brick wall in this old dilapidated gym, because it was the old gym, right? There was a new gym they built, and they were like, oh, it's amazing. And then there's the old shitty gym from the 40s. And so it's falling apart, and it's a nightmare in there. It's like Silent Hill. And so they've got these balls, and they're not even the rubber balls that have give, like an actual dodgeball or a kickball. You know, a big one. Because when they hit you, it hurts, but it bounces and kind of stretches. These are fucking softballs that have been taped around.
Yeah, they're hard.
They're fucking hard.
Yeah,
man.
they're
so much tape.
They're a soft.
They tape them up.
Yeah, it's like a soft,
and
like a soft cotton football almost. But then they take the tape,
are coming out of it.
Bandage tape, and tape the crap out of it, so they can whip it. Yeah, and then they can whip it across the room.
They're 50 years old. Yeah, and this was the best part. I remember one day, okay, we played this, and the people on one team was stacked. All the jocks, baseball players.
Sure.
So they're pitching really fast. They're really good at what they do. Right. I'm not hating. I'm just saying, holy shit, maybe you could have put some of those guys on our team. But I remember this girl was next to me. I got pegged in the nuts. So hard. And it was one of those really... Because I didn't even want to play. What I do in dodgeball is I pretend I get hit and then just go sit out. Because I'm not into it that much. I love competition and stuff, but I was not gifted in the throwing things.
Sure.
I can dodge okay, whatever. Right. But for me, it's not fun getting pegged in the nuts. Well, there was no getting out of it here because you're literally... it's not like there's chaos of like the crossfire. You're literally just standing there getting pegged with balls.
Yeah.
And they're like 15 feet away. So anyway, so I got pegged in the nuts. I go down. I'm like crying basically. I'm trying not to cry. I just lay there and you can tell everyone feels bad. But then this girl next to me, she gets pegged in the boob. And she like falls down next to me and we're just laying there both like tears in our eyes on the gym floor as the game continues because we can't move. Like, oh my God. My balls were so bruised.
I have the best PE story that involves something very similar
Physical
to that. But
egg.
it wasn't me who was experiencing the pain. So we were playing hockey. And
like field hockey. You're not actually rollerblading?
Yeah, well, it was just
running
gym
around.
hockey. Running around.
So it's kind of like...
one of my friends at the time was the goalie. And he's, doing goalie stuff. And then
he's doing goalie
someone
shit.
who is like a guy who's really, really like competitive, like will just knock people out of the way. Like,
we need names for 2 of these people. Just give us fake names.
All right, goalie is Ralph, and the other guy is Brad.
Okay. How about Chad? Because that's like the perfect...
Chad. All right, so we got...
Fucking Chad.
Chad comes up and he goes slap shot, boom. The puck hits Ralph right in the nuts, down and out. And I'm not lying. So you guys know...
What kind of puck is it? Like, is it a hard rubber puck? Because they can't play with that in gym.
It was...
Like a hollow puck? Because we used to play field hockey a lot.
God, I don't even remember.
Or street hockey, sorry.
I mean, it was...
No, they used a ball.
We had those... It was like a very thin... hollowed.
It was a puck.
Like an orange puck.
But you could like squeeze it and stuff. Right?
Yeah, it was an orange puck, but bam, it hit him right in that. So he goes down, and the gymnasium is right across from the bathrooms and the music room. So he crawls into the bathroom and
to puke or something.
Well, to whatever, to
check himself.
I'm not
sure everything's
so he's in there. The next person goes into the goalie. Another guy who I was kind of friends with. We'll call him. Jimmy, and he...
No, not Jimmy.
Not Jimmy.
His special sauce.
No, this is why Jimmy's making the special sauce. Restaurant. Because he can't... He just...
All right, so Jimmy gets in there.
Oh, God.
I'm not even lying. Chad comes up, slap shot, exact same thing, right in the nuts.
Dude, he's consistent.
Both of them are laying... He crawls to the bathroom. They're both laying there. Ralph was, like, pissing blood... And God. He got to go to the doctors like right then after that, and
that's horrible.
For real? His nuts were like swollen.
Holy shit! So
I'm not lying.
Blood was like flowing into his urethra and like coming out.
Yeah, he legit. Pissed blood. Jimmy was okay. It was just hilarious how
I didn't piss blood.
Boom, one guy down. Then next goalie's like, I'll do it.
They're both down.
Was he all right? Was that guy all right?
Well, I mean, as all right as you can. He wasn't pissing blood. Right. It was just the funniest to see them both on the ground. Right. I mean,
genital trauma.
Not like funny it was like bad funny.
That's
but
terrible.
It was.
We used to talk about genital
trauma.
It
really happened.
Oh fuck.
So that was one of the funniest.
I guess I'm lucky.
Experiences.
I've never pissed blood after.
I felt bad for them though.
Yeah, I would feel bad. Jesus Christ. Poor Jimmy. Or Ralph, I guess.
Poor both. And then Chad's just like, score.
I will say, this is going to be the sports episode, isn't it?
I don't know.
We like sports.
Well, I played soccer when I was a kid. You couldn't pay me to be goalie, ever, because everything rides on you. Everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, God, yeah.
Like, I didn't like team sports because people rely on you. I loved playing for fun, though, like, just in recess and dicking around. I just never liked the aspect of if I fuck up, like, people are going to hate me.
Right.
So, like, playing soccer, while fun, once it mattered, I was like, oh, shit. Like, I remember the coach being like, all right, I was going to say my last name. All right, dude. All right, Chris. And it's, like, Saturday morning at, like, 7 in the morning because that's the only time you can play soccer, apparently.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake. And so, anyway, it's 7 in the morning. I feel like shit. They're like, okay, here's the positions for today's big game. And I'm like, oh, God. They're like, okay. Senate. Oh, that's my last name. Because I hear it.
Take two.
Senate. No, like, I might as well. I don't even give a shit anymore. But, like, he literally would just say it like, you know, get in the goal box. And I'm like, please, no. Please, no. I would literally be like, can you switch me? Like, or I'd be like, whoever was, like, Because there were some good goalies, right?
Sure, yeah. Like, the thing is, clearly you weren't the best.
No, I was terrible. I was a really good midfielder.
Sure.
Like, because I could like get up there. Well, what I would do was set up the good guy for the shots. I was like the assist guy. Like, I was assist man.
You're the one of the important
defender.
people, though.
I also enjoyed defender. The thing was,
favorite.
I always told the coach, I was like, look, I was like a little shithead. I was like, look, I'm a bad goalie. Do you want to win this game? Like, get this guy. He's amazing. Like, well, he's good at every position, but he's a really good goalie. If you put me in there, we're going to lose. Okay? And I'm going to feel terrible for, like, the rest of the week. So put him in there, and he'd finally be like, okay, whatever. Because, it didn't matter. But the times I would play goalie, it wasn't even that bad. Like, I maybe got scored on a few times.
Yeah, you get to, like, 2 or 3 shots. But
it was my anxiety.
Right? You're like, go up.
Yeah, it was
everything's on me.
Yeah, and those goals are huge. They're really big for kids to play. Like, I mean, they're huge in real games, in real football. But, oh, man, like, I just remember, like, playing, like, I remember literally just having games where every time I'm in the goal box, I would just stand there and be like, guys, defenders, help me, help me. Like, and I would just have that panic attack where, like, they're bringing the ball down the field, and I'm like, what the fuck?
You're like, no,
I'm like, keep it the other side. And I was, like, physically, like, freaking the fuck out. And that's when I was like, I'm done with sports. I can't handle this at all.
The anxiety was killing you.
Yeah. Oh,
I just remember playing and being defender because that was my favorite with one of my friends, and we just talked about.
Yeah,
we were just talking about video games like the whole time, probably Pokemon, and then the ball would.
What's your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card?
Us and the goalie would just talk, and then the ball would come on our side, and we're like, "Fuck, we gotta do something!" shit. It was just like the worst. But the hope was that it'd always be on their side because our centers or whatever.
Plus, if you're a defender and it goes out, like, here's what would happen every time you're a defender: they kick it out, they miss the goal. And then you have to do the kick.
Throw it in or the kick.
No, you do the kick from the corner kick. And every time it's on you to set up so that they can't score a goal. I can count so many times where someone was a defender, they kick it in, set them up, boom, goal. Yeah. It's like, you're a dumbass. Like, what are you doing?
You have my Vortex.
And you have my pod.
And my cast.
We all recently have purchased or been gifted via Steam Civ. I mean,
oh yeah, we're a little late on that.
Far, I know it's obviously the game's been out for a while.
5.
But Civ 5, I mean, we have all the expansion packs now and stuff. But for the time we've had the game, what do you think? What do you think about it?
Well, Civ is a game. Okay, I always wanted to play it, but like it's one of those games where
I've watched people play it plenty of times.
The thing about Civilization is, I used to be like the type of, like, even just a few years ago, it's the type of game where I always wanted to play it, but I played certain games and that wasn't it. And then I transformed into a gamer who is the complete opposite. Now I don't give a fuck about most of the games that are like coming out that are like the big shooter games and stuff like that. Like, I really don't care. I just want to play games that I can sink into and just enjoy.
Yeah.
I've got, like, my top games. Like, usually it's indie games now or, like, Gary's Mods, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, like, Civ is a game where, like, I like the deep strategy. Whereas before, I'm like, I don't want to dedicate time to learning this or I don't give a shit. So, Civ, I give it...
That's how I felt about it. It was like...
It's just a fucking good game.
Well, yeah, what's great about it is, obviously, it's not just a fighting military game. Right. You've got all the different strategies.
Well, you mean it's not like a real-time strategy?
Yeah, which I love those games too, but that's the thing that drew me in the most.
I really like.
You're not just building up armies, going to fight, and all this stuff.
You're trying to build an empire.
You're doing everything. You've got your religion. You've got your.
You're trying to focus on one
economy.
thing.
You're trying to make friends and become world leader. You're trying to spread your culture.
Or you could be that dick that seems like
science.
You could be
take over.
You can do it all. That's what. Like at first, I always knew about Civilization, but I'd never really seen it. To me, it was just too complicated. I was like, okay, I'll just stick to Age of Empires and shit because that's easy enough. But then, over Christmas, got it, and we tried it, and I fell in love.
The thing that made me like it more was getting into tabletop games because, like, it's basically a board game with like no limitations because the computer can do all the complicated shit for you, like calculating stuff. So it's basically like the world's best board game in video game form. So how would you rate it? Just to keep it short, how would you rate Civ 5 with all of the downloadables?
10, everything?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's keep it conventional. Or maybe we could do like 5 or something. I don't know. 5 stars?
Honestly, I'd give it 5 stars out of 5.
No, let's do 10.
Then so 10. I'd give it 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Honestly.
Yeah, I'd give it.
I would put it already right now. Just I've logged I've had it since Christmas. I've got...
And it's like almost
February. I have 100 and...
Jesus.
I think I got almost 120 hours on it.
Jesus!
It's got to be up in my top 10 already favorite games, maybe even top 5. Top. I mean, that could change. It's just I'm really into it, and I'm not... I mean, I don't play it all the time, but like...
When you do, you sink time into it.
And it's just awesome that we can get people online and do big multiplayers. Although we've still never finished one yet.
Right.
That's where I'm going to give you my rating now. I give it 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, here's the reason why. Because multiplayer is buggy as fuck.
Oh, that's true.
And because they could do a lot of things. Like, they haven't implemented mods for multiplayer. There's, like, a lot of things that it could be better, but the gameplay is so good. Right. It's just, it could be better. Like, one thing, I don't know if you guys know this, but, like, in Civ... There's like a bug where when we were playing multiplayer, I'm surprised no one's done this yet, but there's an exploit where if you make now don't do this in a game.
Maybe you shouldn't say it.
No, you need to know about it in case it happens. But you can trade, and then you can modify the trade and then say whatever you want them to give you and just accept it for them. So you can take everyone's cities, you can take all of their luxuries, you can take everything.
What?
So if you exploit that, you're a total
You mean like
asshole.
another player or the
you
computer?
could what you could do, anybody, anything, you could play against them, set up a trade, and then if they say they counteroffer it and you modify the trade, you can say whatever you want and then accept it without them accepting it and just take everything from them.
That's kind of messed up. They should probably fix that.
That's the problem. They haven't fixed it. How old is this game? Like, it's like fucking 5 years old.
I'll give it an 8 out of 10 for probably mostly those reasons. I mean,
all right, maybe
I
jumped the gun there and gave
it's all right.
It's a very great game, and if you're going for just like campaign mode or even online mode, I mean, honestly, it's really fun game. Though. And so, minus the bugginess, it probably would be like a 9 or a 10. I would say. I mean, I'll
give it 9.5. Change my mind.
I really enjoy the game, but there are the flaws to it that make it kind of like, oh man. Like,
it'd be different if this game just came out, but like they need to fucking fix that.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I realize it's also a huge game. So
so that's the Vortex review.
So if you ever want to play Civilization 5 with the Vortex,
hit us up.
You can't do that.
Why not?
I don't know. Maybe they could.
We have a Vortex Gaming.
That's
thing on Steam.
Yeah,
you could just
kind of forgot about that.
You could just message us and
say
you want to play Civ with us. It's pretty easy.
They'll probably kick your ass though.
You probably will, but I'm just saying if anybody out there wants to play,
then they can help
Civilization 5 with us online or other games.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there,
Do it.
We'll give you our Steam shit if you ask for it. We're not going to just put it out for everyone.
Right.
We're
we're snobs.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I've got a whole 8 friends.
Welcome to the club, man.
Yeah, it'll be like this initiation thing where I don't think anyone would want to, honestly.
We're fun guys.
Probably
we're fun guys. Hey, we're fun guys.
Sugar, spice, and everything nice. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect podcasters. But Professor Utonium accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction. Chemical V. Thus, the Vortex Podcast was born. Using their ultra superpowers, Chris, Feed, and Grim Chorizo have dedicated their lives to recording podcasts and fighting the forces of evil.
What a fun podcast that was.
Yeah.
That was good.
I enjoyed it.
Grim's face. What a fun Okay, I will say this though: the heater, which we purposely slapped, it didn't make a sound.
Yeah,
it's been quiet as a baby.
It's been good to us.
Well, the main reason I was saying because yesterday we were doing a ringside and it was really acted up, even though it's off.
It's like.
I had to cut parts just because it was too much.
You know what it sounds like? Probably because it's basically the same thing. It sounds like in cartoons when there's an old ship and they have the engine for the ship or the furnace that makes it go. It sounds like that getting ready to explode. Or in a train. It really sounds like that. Yeah. I think one time we're gonna be down here.
And it's gonna explode.
We're gonna hear that and there's gonna be a gas buildup or something. And there's gonna be
I hope not.
And then you'll be like, hey, do you guys smell that? And it's like...
Explosion. Dead, like gone.
Oh, that'd be.
Maybe it'll be while we're recording.
The moment you walk down the stairs and say that, I won't even have been down the stairs. I'll be like, you can go down there. I'm just gonna shut the door.
Well, no, and then you'll get your legs blown off.
No, I'll shut the door and then I'll just walk away. Like, hopefully I just won't get hit.
You turn around and look at the explosion, because cool guys don't look at explosions. Remember?
Oh, yeah. So you're saying I'm not cool?
No, I'm saying would you? I was asking if you were cool.
Oh no, I thought you said you.
So you just keep walking.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so you're a cool guy.
Yeah.
Cool guy with your granny blanket. I mean, how can you not? Your pink.
Hey, it's done me well, this podcast.
Yeah, your salmon blanket.
My feet have been warm.
Yeah, it's actually pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not knocking it at all. In fact, I encourage every man to get a salmon-colored crocheted Afghan for when they.
I do have a crocheted Afghan, but it's not salmon color.
Good.
It's good. It's maroon and gold.
Oh, nice.
It's huge. It's awesome. It's
got
warm.
A big Afghan. Okay. Is that even an outro, technically?
No.
Now it is. Goodbye. Thank you for listening.
Well, this has been a learning experience.
No. Grim doesn't just roll with it. He has to be like, oh, that wasn't good enough. Why can't you just say bye right now? Say goodbye.
Bye.
There you go. That's it.
Boop, boop, boop.
It's the end of the podcast. It doesn't matter.
That was it?
Sure.
We're done? We're done doing the podcast. This is the
end. Now we're not.
This is the end. Right now.
Yeah.
This moment.
Yeah.
You sure?
It's over when I press stop.
Oh, the space
bar.
But
this is the end, though.
I don't know. We maybe go for it.
This is the worst ending ever. Oh my god.
But is this the end?
It wasn't that bad until we... Yeah,
that's why I was just...
I think if we end it now, we'll be good.
Let's end it now.